again.
Time to fire it up, boys. Get your game faces on. No letdowns, no excuses. We just gotta get it done. So let's go.
With everything that's on the line tonight, I'm not surprised at that kind of intensity in that huddle. We're at the sold-out Amway Center. This is a do-or-die situation. Big Game 5. Always decisive. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, and welcome to 2K Sports and the NBA. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this, Carmelo Anthony.
He's a natural scorer. It's that simple. Supreme confidence offensively. Can beat you from the three-point line. He can get you going to the hole. Offensive putbacks. Beautiful mid-range game as well.
And he's not a standstill shooter only. I mean, he's a terrific ball handler. He's able to create space, has deceptive strength. And you talk about degree of difficulty shots, he can make those in spades. I mean, he can stop on a dime and knock it down. And he's got the full arsenal offensively.
You look at Orlando. Now, there is a buzz, guys, in this building right now as they hold a 3-1 game advantage in the series. They want nothing more than to deliver the big win to a very deserving crowd.
And Kevin, their fans are going to welcome them home with style. They want to see this series come to an end tonight. And with the 3-1 series edge, I think that's probably what's going to happen.
Probably is a good word in this situation. They did what they needed to get back home with a chance to close it out in front of their fans. But if they can't do it, they'll have to go back on the road for Game 6. And this series could take on a whole new texture. I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Now let's find out what head coach Derek Fisher had to say to DB. Doris?
What they need to do to stay alive in this series is simple. He told me it all comes down to team basketball. He said sometimes they have guys that put it all on themselves to win a game, and that simply can't be the case tonight. Getting everyone involved is the only way they'll get where they need to go. Let's see if it happens, gentlemen.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
Stoudemire kicks to Dallenberg. Shot clock at 6. There's the feed to Carmelo. Charity stripe shot. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They come off the loss on Friday.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really looked tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Here's Payton after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Vucevic with the bucket.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Dallenberg sets a screen for Anthony. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish from him.
Bargnani sets the screen for Johnson. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Here's Anthony. Can't get it to go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a...
Game 6 in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Orlando Magic take on Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks. It's the NBA, Tuesday night.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hand.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Anthony out there with Jason Smith. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's early in at the 3 slot. 5 on the clock. Poked away. Here's Hardaway. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a new group in for the Knicks. Orlando leading. Johnson with a screen on Augustine. Payton passes to Johnson. Pass to Gordon. That's good. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Anthony kicks to Dallenberg. He passes it to Augustine. A 3-pointer, no good.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin, and I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
J.R. Smith on the wing. 6 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. And the jumper falls for him. Smith's got 8.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Payton drives in. Johnson outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Anthony with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Kicks it to Augustine. Here's the 3, and that one's good. He has 7. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here, guys. This is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
Johnson goes in. Back to Gordon. Johnson outside. Johnson right side. Pass to Harris. Back to Johnson. Unloads. The Magic again can't hit. Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. He feeds it to Augustine. Passes to Dallenberg. And the shot is good. And now a Magic dancer. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Johnson kicks to Gordon. And again, unable to change momentum here. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when the shot goes up. The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Rebound by Anthony.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. 4th, Aaron Gordon.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
The Magic trail by 3. Johnson with a screen on Colder. Payton drives in. Dishes to Gordon.
The offense is getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
A lot of time they've been spending at the foul line so far, guys. They'll take those points all game long if they can get them.
The other thing we've seen right from the start, guys, is their willingness to drive the lane, get penetration, and challenge this defense.
Smith kicks to Anthony. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 16 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Payton drives in. Gordon. And he dunks it down.
solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. Garbage man in their last game against the Knicks was superb. He ended with 25 points and was a major factor on defense, turning away several shot attempts. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
But let's just say he was really good.
For three, Smith. Smith missing again.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Gordon dishes to Peyton. Johnson outside. Back to Peyton. And the shot is good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Outside Anthony. Smith sets the pick for Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Ellington. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Ellington's got 5.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Peyton passes to Johnson. To the inside. Here's Gordon, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Anthony drawing the double team. He dishes it to Calderon. And it's Smith finishing it off. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And the basket by Johnson.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
1:29 left to play in the first half. Gordon against Anthony. Smith with a screen on Gordon. Anthony kicks to Smith. Johnson goes in, and Anthony sends it back. Feeds to Smith. Fires for 3. They get it back, and Smith with the stop.
Pure hustle on that play, and that's what it takes on the offensive boards. It's not about ability as much as it is desire.
And that Clark and some muscle, and he showed us he's got plenty of that with the huge dunk.
Well, in a tight game.
Oh, look out!
Wow.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Anthony dishes to Calderon. Back to Anthony. New York moving it around. Smith for 3, and he gets it to go. Smith's got 11 points.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Johnson with it. He's got 9. 4 on the clock. A step-back shot here. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
How about the opening half of basketball? He played so much riding on this game, and he came out and took immediate control.
And that's part of what makes him special. In big games, he lays it all out there. He wants to be the one to win it or lose it for him.
Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. Payton is out there with Johnson. And it's Harris in at the small forward. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Here is Calderon. Back to Stoudemire. Smith outside. New York needs to get off a shot. Calderon for three. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Johnson. And again, it's Orlando converted.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Now Anthony, 16 points for him. He kicks it to Stoudemire. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Magic leading by 3. Johnson the screen. Payton drives in. Vucevic to the pass to Harris. Payton outside. Shoots a 3. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Stoudemire's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Anthony. The dish to Calderon. No good with the triple.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Johnson kicks to Harris. Back to Johnson. Inside to Vucevic. Knicks trailed by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
With a tie, and Calderon gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got 4 assists now tonight.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Payton against Calderon. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Anthony up on top for the lead. Stoudemire dishes to D'Alembert. A stupendous finish in traffic. D'Alembert's got 6. Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Payton against Calderon. Payton passes to Vucevic. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. D'Alembert sets a screen for Anthony. And the pass to Stoudemire. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
Great interplay there between those 2 teammates.
For the Knicks, Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for J.R. Smith. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jose Calderon. Johnson from outside. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A guy like him cannot be left alone around the hoop. If you do, it'll be buffet style all day long. Plenty of seconds right there.
Stoudemire with a screen on Oladipo.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Johnson against Hardaway. Nicholson kicks to Johnson. Harris outside. Back to Johnson. The feet to Vucevic. It's rebounded by New York. D'Alembert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Anthony kicks to Augustine. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Augustine. Misses the 3. Orlando trailing here. Here's Johnson. Here's the block. But they recover it. A look from Harris. It's good. This game is all even. Harris has got 8. For New York, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Oladipo against Augustine. Back to Stoudemire. He passes to Carmelo. Kicks to D'Alembert. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, this guy's an animal on the glass, Kevin. I mean, there may be some bigger and stronger rebounds in the NBA, but nobody plays with this kind of energy and zeal.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't also mention his supreme shot blocking. And he doesn't do it softly. He comes up with emphatic denials.
Anthony Randolph, he's checked in for New York. Johnson, guarded by Hardaway. Harris. And that misses. That would have put him up. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. High, arcing shot. Kicks it out to Johnson for the lead. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 14 points for Johnson. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Well, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Oladipo dishes to Bargnani, and D'Alembert pulls it down. D'Alembert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Randolph sets a screen for Augustine. And it's Smith penetrating. Pass to Augustine. He feeds it to Randolph. Puts it up from 17. No luck. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Bargnani inside. D'Alembert covering. Good. Bargnani's got his second bucket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Randolph draws the double. Augustine passes to Hardaway. Buries the long-range jumper. Hardaway's got his first 3 points of the game. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
3 on 3. And Augustine kicks to Smith. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for New York?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
You also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged virtually every shot in the paint.
And he gets it to go. Nicholson's got 6.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at Johnson, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Carmelo Anthony.
You know, you never know who will step up in the postseason and who might shut down or wilt under the pressure. But these two guys have put their teams on their back, and they intend to win no matter what it takes.
The drive by Smith. Pass to Augustine. And again, New York with the triple.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Here's Nicholson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
24 seconds left to play in the third. Three-pointer Augustine. Orlando grabs the miss. Nicholson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Augustine dishes to D'Alembert. That's good.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
Now here's Oladipo. Feeds it to Johnson.
listen to the noise these fans are making for him.
Yeah. The third quarter comes to a...
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 7. Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks go up against the Orlando Magic this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. New York leading by 6. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Carmelo Anthony and Amari Stoudemire, they're inside. Pablo Prigioni is out there with Calderon. And it's early in at the 3. The drive by Anthony. The teardrop falls in. Anthony's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Knicks. Payton against Calderon. Johnson, the pass to Gordon. They kick it out to Green. Dishes to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. There's the steal. And here's Calderon. And there's the foul, and it's on Garbage Man. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And Prigioni kicks to Anthony. He dishes it to Prigioni. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Calderon against Payton. 5 to shoot. Calderon kicks to Early. The 3. Shot's good. And the Knicks lead by 9.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Payton dishes to Johnson.
So far in the game for Garbage Man, he's got 16 points, and he's drained 4 three-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. The way his shot looks tonight, it looks like he's in for a big night.
Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Early. And Johnson drops them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now here's Anthony. Dallenberg with a screen on Gordon. Anthony, the pass to Dallenberg. Stoudemire left side. From the baseline. Nice jump shot. Good. The Magic trailed by 9. Johnson with a screen on Calderon. Payton drives in. He kicks to Johnson. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Anthony with it. Dallenberg sets a screen for Anthony. Dish out to Dallenberg. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got 11 points here in just the second half. The Knicks leading by 5. The pass to Smith. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
They've been strong on the board. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
The drive by Anthony. And there's the feed to Dallenberg. Back to Anthony. Pass to Dallenberg. Gives him the lead pass. Calderon.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Payton outside. Kicks to Johnson. Inside to Vucevic. That's good.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. You got to play hard, guys.
Anthony drives in. Terrific design on the big play. He lays it in. Anthony's got 20 points.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Johnson with a screen on Calderon. Payton kicks to Gordon. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Johnson with a screen on Calderon. Payton dishes to Harris. Back to Payton. He passes to Johnson. Pass to Gordon. He feeds it to Payton. Tries a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Anthony. Dallenberg sets a screen for Anthony. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Now Payton. Johnson with a screen on Calderon. Payton kicks to Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 5 assists in the game.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He said, "We are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there." We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
The Magic trail by 7. Johnson outside. A 3 ball. And Stoudemire pulls it down. The Knicks have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute. That could have made...
This team is a game away from putting this series to bed and moving on. Do you have to be careful not to think ahead to the next round at this point?
Oh, yeah, it's really important not to get caught up in thinking about the next round. We just got to focus on the next game. This is especially key in the playoffs where a single game can mean everything. We feel pretty confident about our chances in Game 6, but nothing's decided until we get on the court. And as a leader on this team, it's my job to make sure that the team doesn't lose sight of that.
Let's do it.